Good afternoon. Just before we get started, I just want to acknowledge that we are on the traditional territories of the ᓵdy귴 First Nation and the Ta'an Council. I want to say Masi Cho to the Tagish Kwan who have stewarded and looked after this land, this beautiful part of the world, since time immemorial. And it allows me, as a citizen, to enjoy my life here and work and play and recreate. And just want to say a big Masi Cho to them. My name is Leonard Linkleader. I'm originally from Inuvik in the Northwest Territories, although I call Whitehorse home. I've been here for almost 50 years now, so most of my life. I'm a member of the
Whitehorse, Yukon
First
me.
Nation. I'm a proud partner, father,
Tano
two
kaktigayoyo.
lovely daughters
Inuving
who
mutal
are
na tango
leaders in
galo
their own
kihanitaba
fields
nitok.
within this community.
Whitehorse me.
And most importantly, I'm a grandfather now, so it's
Ako ila 14 ni.
He's 5 years old and he tires me out, I tell you.
Укиуᖅтаᓅતુми таам наавлаалеқ тутаутуг неартабу уннук.
I'm thrilled to be hosting this year's
Ковеhuк
ceremony,
таамна
which
икайоруннар
last in Whitehorse
матаквани
in
тааква
2024.
туниониарти
This year
югит
I'm joined by
илитариoniarти югиллу.
Thank you. Danche ayanchi kluanman uye dachlawedi ayahat ᓵ귅泡타ᔅ
таамна оқавхин тунгахаарто тайманити текени Whitehorse ми итти югит теква қайқуяухимают амалутунгаhaartuni киту мангата таавани Whitehorse miutattaanna оқаллати югу тухаяхи.
It is an honor to join Leonard. You may recognize his voice for those of us who are
Taamna
from
Leonard
here.
nipinga
But certainly an
ilitagayuk
honor
kauyahi.
to join you, of course, this afternoon. Also want to share, Leonard's a grandpa, but I'm a mom now. So much has changed in the last 5 years. And also an auntie to sweet baby Isa, if you turn your looks to the right. She's very cute over there. Yeah. So wanted to again thank, of course, the hosts. Thank all of you for coming, and those who are watching online. So from coast to coast, we are here today to celebrate Northern creativity and innovation. We are excited, of course, to be back here in Whitehorse, as Leonard mentioned, and with partners. So this week, as you know, the Arctic Indigenous Investment Conference is taking place, and so want to do a special acknowledgement to the Yukon First Nation Chamber of Commerce for, of course, partnering this year to host the award ceremony.
I'd like to now introduce
Aqikoqimayut tamani
Ukiuᖅtaᖅતુми
halakawakkanit kitu tuniyona mangata unnuk tamani katingati yuta tungahutiarati.
Masi Cho, thank you for allowing me to say the blessing for today's event.
Taamna oqallaktoq inna toqaq. Shirley Frost tungahuktitiyuq amalutukkiarnaarmat. Katingati tugitekini Whitehorse mi.
Ancestors and our precious angels, we give thanks today for joining us. Want to say Masi Cho, Gwynas Cheese Shonithan for this beautiful day. The spring season is here in our Creator. Time of new beginnings. The light returns. We hear the birds are returning. The swans. So beautiful. Their teachers, all these that return to us every year. We're very grateful to be here. Mother Earth, she's gently removing her beautiful cloak. It's a white cloak. It's her blanket. She's gently removing this cloak.
taamna
to
taw
provide
qawhigani
many
atoqtuni
gifts
taamani
to
White
us,
Horse
the people of the North.
katichaqangata Inuit naninmeaq qanut tamanna nunagiyavut imaq qanu atayuk
We
mangat
know the
taamani nunangatni
celebrities
White Horse
were
yukanmi
close to
qanu uqawhinga
all those
atoqtugu taamna
beings that we
inna
pray,
toqaq unikkaaqaujaqtoq
Creator, grandfathers, grandmothers. Please know that we haven't forgotten.
puigoq himangi naphi anano atata chiengu yuhi anana chiengu
We
yuhi
still give thanks
ittu yuhi
every
ningiungu
day
yuhi ammalunu
of our
taqqat
lives.
qawimanaaqpuhi iqqaumayauqaphi
Crocuses will peek through soon. Beautiful purple is a
tuha
healing
chiangin noqpi
color.
taavang ajuaq
They'll be the first to
taannanik
arrive
tautuk
here in the
kapiu
Arctic.
mamenogalua ilat ni kono qaktagayang ni amatam na takayaqtahi kiheni tunga hugitsi takwa ubagut tibikut dautan naqtitsit yugitat kuninga ukiyoqtaqtumi halakhaw heakanik ukiu 14 kulillu hitamanig lutam na aulaliqtoq
Creator,
tabani
for
White
all
Horse
those
yukanmi
blessings.
tamna dautuk tahi inna gayoyoq inna
The
toqagayoyoq
symphony of
shul ras
nature
uqallaktillu
we recognize is the most beautiful of sounds and scents that we get to enjoy. We live in these majestic homelands, the Arctic,
nuna bupiuyok
and we
amalutung
take
anak ni
inspiration every day
namani
from
tugut
all that.
khuve hukluta
We
ammaluniq tuilluta
recognize and honor the
nunaptinnik ammalu
Kwamlindan and Ta'an
ukiyoqtaqtumi
peoples
qanoq inuit peqqu hingit ya atoqpak
These are
mangapta
the homelands that we live in. We live, work, play, and pray here. Masicho.
tamani ukiyoqtaqtumi
To all the visitors,
ukiyoqtaqtumi
welcome and
luta
enjoy your visit.
pingwaqaqtugut ammalu
Good to
tukhiapaqlutalu
have you here. Take good care
ajigingatinnik tamani allanik
and
inungnik
safe
tamani
journey home. Bless your families.
atuaga khangit ni
Last
inuit
but not
takwa peqqu
least,
hingit itaw
Creator,
atoqmata tamna unikkaaqaw
we give a
yatuinnartuq
big masicho
qanuliorpaq mangata alitaqani White Horse mi tunga haaq ni taakkuninga qaiqquyo himayunik takbunga
for our good health.
ukiyoqtaqtumi
We
halakhaw
recognize
heakkat
that without that we are not
ukiu
able to
14
give back and be of service
tamna
in our
aulaliqtoq
communities
taabani
and
White
to our
Horse yukanmi
nations and to the Arctic and her peoples. For this, we say, Masicho Kukwadat. Masi.
Thank you so much,
masi tamna
Elder
masi la yete
Frost,
makuyan na meqo
for opening us up in a good way, of course, acknowledging the territories of which we're gathered, and also would
kuyan na
ask
meqo but
all
share
of us to
tamna
take a moment. While we are here tonight to acknowledge and to uplift and to celebrate the Arctic
tamani
Indigenous
khuveho tiqaqti yuta
Prize, it is
tamaw nga
also important to acknowledge
ukiyoqtaqtumi
that just
halakhaw
today,
heakkat
just outside, there's a fire. People have been walking and gathering
inuite
and
matamaw nga khimayut
creating
hilamitema
together to draw awareness
takut
to
tangnak
the
la
healing
ga
of
he
those Indigenous living
ikwalaqtoq tamna tunga
to
haq
spirit,
tiyo
to
taikuninga tamaw nga
identify.
White Horse
And
mi
so
tuni
wanted
inungni
to, of course, make sure that tonight we were holding space to acknowledge that today is the National Red Dress Day. And would
amma
ask
ta
if you
ublumi
could all
tamna
join
ublok
in
hatok
taking
tabu
a
May
moment of
5
silence to reflect
tekwa
on what
iqaw
it is
mayawut
that the Spirit
Adelaide
today
Inuit
brings, and also holding
iqaw
space
mayawut
for what will come
ublumi
later this afternoon.
aw
So we'll
paluktok
join us in
tamna
taking a
ang
moment of
nangud
silence.
juti
Thank
dress
you.
ublorek maguktaw
Thank you. We will now move into special opening remarks
Ҟуяннамик.
as part of our evening, and so would like to invite perhaps to stand at the first
Taako aqaiqinne
beautiful
liqmiyangi
panel that was
uqallangiartuit.
made, and we'll share more about that later. First, would like to invite Chief Sean Smith of
Tamna
Kwanglen Dun
hibudapa
First Nation,
tamaunga
followed
qaiqu
by Grand
yabut
Chief
Adelaide
Alatini from
angayokanga
the Council of
Chief
Yukon First
Smith.
Nations, and the Honorable Minister Jen Jamera, Minister of Economic Development, Tourism and Culture. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll turn it
Taako
over to you,
uqallan-
Chief Smith, for some opening reflections.
Gnish lender de shoe, as well as Gnish and Clasheja, Dezrel Shirley for sharing the prayer. It's very important in terms of those important ceremonies, and this is a really important ceremony, and it's an honor to be here to welcome everyone to our traditional territory that we
Tamna
share with
Adelaide
the
angayokanga Chief Smith.
as well as the
Uqallaktu quyannamirtuni tamna innaqiyawuya Shirley Frost tukiala matunga haqtunilu. Ammalu quvehuktu tamani mata tamani kapira tekani tunila tunga huktitangi. Taakuma Adelaide angayokanga tamna Chief Smith uqallaktijigu tuhayahi. 14 ilaqtanganila tamani uqiuqtartumi.
In English, they call it white horse. So,
Tautuktahi tabani white horse mi
is
manna
swammen,
manna
and it's something that we
tautuktahi.
want to bring back to the Miles Canyon, which is upriver about 3 kilometers. So, but it's an honor to be here to welcome everyone here. And on behalf of Chief Massey, she's not available. Chief Ruth
Tamna
Massey,
mameno wala Chief
Congressman.
Massey tamani nangitmat.
Again, it's an honor to be here tonight and look forward
Ke
to
naqove
all the
huktunga
recipients and all the
tamani gun
performances.
naqama mali ilaw yun
Amazing show.
naqtunga tamani taako tunya qoynaqtijigu.
Dunjay Ainji Medea Uye Kluan Man Kai J Kajat EJ. He's Wolf Clan, I'm Crow Clan. Medea Alatini, I am from Kluani First Nation, and I am currently serving as the Grand Chief of Council of Yukon First Nations and the AFN Yukon Regional Chief, and I think there's a few more hats there as well, but very honored to welcome you to, I believe this is the 14th Art to
Tamna
Inspiration
tunga
Prize.
titi yoktao tamani Grand Chief nuqatausuni white horse mi. Qove hukto tamani gun naqmat
I have
ilaw
to
yun
give a
naqtunilu.
shout out to Arnold and Seema who are here, who had
Arnold
the
and
vision
Seema
of the
qoyannamirtuni
North, by the
amma
North, for the North.
tautuktu yaqtuti qanuit tugayaq mangata ko katik
has been incredible.
yaqaq mangata Arctic
CYFN
Inspiration
was the
lagaw
recipient
yok.
of a $1 million prize last year for our Babya Nasat program, and what that means is strong
Aqani
babies.
tamna
And I was just sharing with Arnold how
$1 million
program
mo
has
atingat
impacted
atalok
families, and
himayok.
it has been incredible to watch the growth of new babies coming in and knowing that they've got a
Amma
community
laqawimat tuta
surrounding them
qoveanak
and
tuta
the
ta ko
nurturing
nutaqad
support that
inu
creates.
nunangit
I've
e
seen the impact
inu
of the
inu
Arctic
valeyut
Inspiration Prize
nutaqad
across
ami huk
all
vak
our
mata
territories in the
nanilukta
North. And
inu
it is
valeraw
incredible
yaktut
to witness,
tam
and
na
I'm
qovegil tugu
excited tonight
tamani
to
tekwa
see the new
ilaw yung
winners.
nakmata amma kitu
And
mat
I
kitu niya
wanna do a
mangata
plug because I'm not on the
halak
fundraising
kanak
committee
tut
anymore, but this
amma
prize does
kino
not
yang nito
happen
katakwiti yugo ilaw
without the
ngilik tungo
support
galo kiheni
of those who are donating in our
tekwa
territories.
tunihit taktut
So I want to give a
ikayung
big shout
ilagalo
out
aktunga
to
kini
all
tekwa
of the
tunihit taktu
donees
kino
who
yang ni
contribute to
katakwi
these
unique
prizes.
tunihit taktu kuyan na mi larik tabu.
Shonithan, enjoy.
Thank you, and thank you for having me here today. It truly is an honor to stand here as the Minister of Tourism and Economic Development, Tourism and Culture. And my name's Jen, for those who don't know me. I'm a third-generation Yukoner, born and raising my kids here in the territory, and am incredibly honored and privileged to do that. So I'm a firm believer of the best solutions for our future come from people who live in the North. Decisions about the North
Pimmaring mi
should
tamna
be made by the
upperi vara
North and
укиуᖅтартуми
by Northerners. The people who live
tamna
here,
tuniyonertok
work here,
ammalu
care
tamani
deeply about the cities
piliriyut
and are best positioned
ammanunalit
to shape our future.
ammalu kanuin na mga taman na nunagiyabot amlatam na kano укиуᖅ타ᓅતુми halakhaw hekak tam na pimmariw mangan
Northerners know what works in our communities, our
how yumayud
realities,
nunalit
and what lasting change
kano
looks
hunat
like.
piyarakak mga
By
ta amalo
celebrating
kano akik himak mga ta
funding Northern teams with bold, community-driven ideas, the Arctic Inspiration Prize helps turn vision into action.
tam na to to
Canada's
kudak tikiyak to
largest
tam na kino
annual
yak
prize
batu ni
of
yon
its
yak to
kind,
unuk kano
it gives investors
nunalingnut
the
hunamudlu
innovators,
atok
the
tulak mga
resources,
ta
the
nunangit ni
confidence, and
ugbalum ni
visibility they
nunat
need
chemi
to bring
tam na
meaningful
atu
initiatives
takak
to
na
life.
mat
It's truly
kino
by the
yak
North
batu ni yon
for
yak
the
to
North. Here in Yukon, we already have seen the impact this prize can bring.
tamani li
Last
yukan
year, $1
bitakulok
million
himanik tabut
was awarded to the
$1 million
Natsa
akani
Natsa
tuni
Group
yolok himak mali
for
akani
Strong Baby
tagbani
House. This
укиуᖅ타ᓅતુми
initiative supported,
halakhaw
as the
hektunik
chief has said,
2025
Yukon First
ngutit yugu
Nations and midwifery-led sexual reproductive health care while restoring traditional knowledge
ta
and
kuninga atu
practices
ta ka
that
ukaktangi
guide
ta kuninga tam na
us
1
in the
million tuni
This
yolok
work
ta
is
akani
essential,
atu
it is
lok to
grounded in community, culture, and care, and it shows what is possible when Northern solutions are trusted and supported. This year, I'm equally excited to learn more about the inspiring lineups of these artists. Events like today are important because they bring people together across regions,
ako ami hutamaw nga
generations, and
katiyug mata
disciplines to create
unuk
space
tam
for
na
collaboration,
atokti
learning,
yugo
and
tawtung
momentum.
nakapyo kito halak hanga
To
mga
all of
ta
the
ko vehuk
finalists here today,
pangalutamani ito nga amalaking da pa mo ta ko
your
iliyut
ideas, creativity, and innovation
ko vegi ba
have already carried
tigit
you
amalo
this
kito halak
far.
hanga mga ta
I
kawin
hope
nang
you
naksuni
continue to think boldly, challenge
ihuma
assumptions,
chak tetwin nang
and
nakpo
push
he
beyond the
amalo
boundaries of what has
nok
been done
kangillu he
before,
taman na inuit
always in the service
amalo
of
alle nunangit ni
Northerners and Northern communities.
nunat chabut
Thank you for your
ilawani
leadership,
tam na
your vision,
atok taw
and your
nakti yugo
commitment to the North.
tam na kino yak
Thank
la
you
tuni
very
yaw
much.
nakto unuk ko yan na mimari
Masicho.
masicho
Thank you so
nago
much for welcoming us to Whitehorse
ko yan
and the
na mer
traditional territories
papit
of
amalo
Kwamlindang
ko
First Nation
tamani
and the
tunga
Tahan
hakto White
Kuchan
Horse
Council.
mutat alate amalo
Thank
alate ang
you,
ayok kange
and we also
ko yan na
want
mig
to acknowledge those who have helped put this on. So a
amma
special
ko yan na mer
thank you
pabuta ko
to
yan na
Sam
mer
Fleming
pabuto
and Dan
tam na
Little and the whole
ayungi
Whitehorse-based
titchik
team at
mata
Ptarmigan
tamaw
Creative
tawduk
for the
titchik yuta
videos
ko yan
and
na
the
mimari
production that you'll see later this afternoon. I'd also like to thank Milena Sheldon for the incredible voiceover work. Milena is from
amma
Days
malay na taw
Yukon,
ikayuluay
and
law
Tlingit from Teslin,
matabani ko yan na
Yukon,
mer
where she currently
pabutaw
resides and works. A big thank you to our friends at Aceman Brand Communication right here in Whitehorse for all
White
of their
Horse mi tu ta
beautiful
ko
design
pilere
work that
yingi
you'll see
amma
here
ta ko
tonight.
pilere
And
law
to
tangi
Gunnar
ta ko
Jensen, who
na
created the
kimayu te
beautiful
kuma
story
iloni
that you'll
iglo
see here
tam
on
na
stage.
te bani White Horse mi ko yan na mer pabuto ikayon na mata taman na pio ko tigo nuin na ti yugo укиуᖅтаᓅતુми halak
We
how
also
haircut
want to thank Dalrumik, who is the designer of the beautiful regalia that you will see this evening. I'm wearing a piece. I'm very proudly wearing it,
amma
obviously.
tam na atok taka
I'm also
taka
styled
meut
with Heather Dixon earrings, so just wanted to point out the strong
Nakholaw
Indigenous
tanga
women who
ta
have
ko
helped
ta kunya pa
put
hiubat siya ko
tonight together, and you will see the phenomenal regalia that has been made as it comes out on stage. So again, all of those outfits have been provided for tonight's performers, and also want to acknowledge to your left the stage, we have Glenn Gear,
beto
who is an
Glenn Gear
Indigenous queer
tamani
filmmaker and multidisciplinary
haumik nito
artist of
taku
mixed Inuit heritage, currently living in Montreal. He'll be
Montreal
creating a
mi utatam
unique
na
animation throughout the evening
ta
to be
kuninga
revealed during the final performance. So
kanuin
from
niya mga ta ko
production to
tuniyo niya ti
animation to
yugit kingud da pa
creation,
min wit
that
siya
is
na mi
what
ta
the
ko
Arctic Inspiration Prize is all about.
Yeah, we're in for an exciting evening, a feast for the
kuvenak
eyes.
to mit taman na
We
tawtung
invite
niya
you
to
to share
unuk
some of your favorite moments from tonight's ceremony on social media and share the stories of our amazing
ta
laureates
ko
with the
kanuit
world.
mga ta tagbo na
Use the hashtag
social media ko tagayak
#TownArcticPrize
to
and
tahi
tag us using the handle
kanuit to
@Arctic
mga ta
Inspiration Prize
Arctic
on
Inspiration
Instagram.
Prize укиуᖅтаᓅતુми kanuit
And with
mga
that,
Instagram
we're
ko
thrilled to
taktok
welcome our first performer of the evening to the stage. Roland Thomas Wolf is
ta ko hibud da
Wolf Clan,
pamit ta
or
kunya
Roland-
tabut
My
Roland tamna
Roland Thomas is Wolf Clan.
Wolf Clan
He's
ngato
from the Liard First Nation and he lives in Whitehorse. He's
Whitehorse
16
miutak
years old.
16
And
укиоқартутаамна
he will be playing his original composition called Reconnection, about salmon
Tamna.
returning to their breeding grounds and homes. You're in
unikaatit yugu kanu utilaw mangata Roland 16 ukiulik takuneaqtavut tuhaneaqtavunila
She lives in Canada
Amma
and is part of
tupanak
the
nuk
urban Inuit
miutak.
community in Edmonton. The Barnack
Edmonton
will share her
miutatavani.
story of how she sees Inuit resilience, wealth, and wellness paired with
tako
Roland's
inu kanu
original composition.
piqquhi qaluit ni
Please welcome
tako unikaatit yugu tako tautuallangiaqtavut Roland amalu tupangna tunga hugichi
Asasaka, Beningwaka, my dear daughters, I want to talk to you about wealth, not the kind they teach in schools, not the kind counted in numbers, stacked in accounts, hidden behind passwords, but the kind I am still learning. I think about the story of Iligamuk and his wife, hungry, walking far to visit those who had plenty. They were welcomed, but not truly cared for. They ate, but no one asked, "What will you bring home?" And so in the dark, they took a seal. They carried it across the land back to their people. Because hunger does not wait for permission. And no one said it was wrong. Because wealth back then was not about what you had. It was about what you gave. I think of our people, how you could see wealth not in bank accounts, but in ᓚᓏᓅᒏ, in the length of the beads, in the strength of the hunter, in the trades made, sealskin for what was needed. Wealth lived in relationship. And your anakre, Bilstad, your great-grandmother, she said she was the richest person in the world. Not because she had money, but because she had 3 children, 5 grandchildren, and 13 great-grandchildren. Can you imagine that kind of wealth? A wealth that grows in laughter, in stories, in hands held across generations. But today, we are taught something different, that wealth is individual, that it is measured, that it must grow, multiply, and compete. That success is how much you keep, not how much you give. And I will be honest with you. Sometimes I feel conflicted. Because money, this system, it came with the colonizers. And I have seen the harm it can bring. The scarcity, the separation, and the silence around struggle. Sometimes I want to reject it entirely. But I can't ignore this truth. If more people like us held wealth, the world would look so different. Kinder, more generous, and more connected. So I want to tell you something important. It is okay to want to be rich. It is okay to want abundance, to want ease, to want a life where you're not struggling. But remember this, wealth is not just what you keep. It is what flows through you, like breath, like the ocean, like the salmon running through their breeding grounds to home, like the giving of a seal to a hungry family. You cannot pour into others if you are empty. Even on an airplane, they tell you, put your own mask on first. Taking care of yourself is not selfish. It is how you take care of your people. So build wealth, create it, claim it. But do not forget where you come from. Do not forget that true wealth is measured in relationships, in generosity, in community. That status is not in having, but in giving. That success is not in standing alone, but in rising together. My beautiful children, I dream of a future where both worlds meet, where we are abundant and generous, where we are wealthy and connected, where we remember who we are. We are not meant to hoard, we are meant to share. We are not meant to compete, we are meant to care. And in that, we will be the richest people in the world.
Hello, bonjour, Dungasawitsi Ilunasi. Last year, I was delighted to take part in the Arctic Inspiration Prize ceremony in person in Ottawa and to connect with your communities. While I join you virtually this year, I send my congratulations to all finalists with just as much pride and excitement. When people ask me to comment on the future of the Arctic, I often say that our home region's greatest strength lies in the ingenuity and resilience of its peoples. La plus grande force de l'Arctique, c'est l'innovation et la résilience de ses peuples. Innovators like you have always found solutions to make life better in Arctic communities by strengthening education and health services, making sure our Indigenous cultures and languages are not being eroded, by advancing Indigenous knowledge and scientific research and continuing ambitious environmental initiatives. Vous êtes des acteurs de changement. This winter, while attending the Arctic Winter Games in Whitehorse, I was once again reminded of what Northerners can achieve. That is why I am proud to tell the world the future of the Arctic belongs to the peoples of the Arctic. Félicitations, congratulations, Biyunasiakpusi.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for those inspiring words.
Koyan
Also
neme
want to take a
pabutam na
moment to acknowledge
Kingi
Her Excellency
Gakdoktinga
Mary
na
Simon,
Gabar
the
no General
first
Mary
Indigenous
Simon
Governor
ukandak
General,
tindugo to halok tahi.
a internationally renowned and recognized Inuk, and certainly her leadership has inspired so many of us. So please join me in acknowledging Her Excellency.
Koyan neme pabutam na waptit ni Gigakwichak but nunat
Yes,
inuinunangat ni
Masi
tam na
dear,
Mary Simon
4 great
Kingi
years of
Gakdoyanga
service.
tanat
And there's a lot of people to
Tau
thank.
tulok tahi.
Let's thank the folks who had the
Tako to
difficult
amihut
job of
tako
selecting this
koyan
year's
neme
laureates. The
kakaptigo
AIP's regional selection committees for the Yukon, Northwest Territories, and
amihut
Inuit
tako
Nunavut.
inuit
They have
nunavut
had the hard
mitni
job of choosing the
Pingahut.
teams that best represent the
Abik
needs of
toksi
their
mayutigut
communities.
neroaklak
So
nyang
thank you
mikatimi
so much to
yagalat
all the
ammalu
members of the
tako
regional
kanata
selection
limamut
committees. Masi.
neroaklak nyang mikatimi yingi galangi tako neroaklak laukut hoyan na pabut.
As we say, and it is the National Selection Committee that has the privilege and difficult job of selecting the
Tako
winners.
kanata limamut
This
neroaklak
year,
nyang
6
mikatimi
incredible
yagalat
teams will be
at
recognized as laureates
koklutik
for a total of over
niyak mangata
$1.3 million.
akvinilit tako
While we won't be celebrating
tunuyonek
the $1
ti yugit
million prize winner this year, there's still so much to look forward to, and so let's get started. Please
tako
meet
pigyang nelarap tigo
the
tuyo
Arctic Inspiration Youth Prize laureates. Youth teams can win up to $100,000 to bring their project to life.
$100,000
And clearly,
patako
after you
harak
saw from
kakayakto
Roland, our
makuktuit.
future is very bright.
This
So,
year, the
doon
Arctic
nakit
Inspiration
sikitunya
Prize
mga
is
ata.
celebrating 4 incredible teams in the youth category, which awards teams up to $100,000.
$100,000 patako harak kaniliktot hitamang
NA
marit
Language Workshops,
makuktunut.
the stories we tell.
Dene
This
language
project
workshop
gives youth
tako
and communities within the Daicho region of the Northwest Territories hands-on opportunities to gain camera and sound skills. Working together, along with elders or fluent language speakers, they
tako
will
nga inak
record
tukang
conversations,
nik
stories, simple greetings, and
o
statements.
kakatakakludик ug
Youth will
balunit
also have the
kano
opportunity to participate
tako
in
makuktutaban ni
documentary
dene
or help
mute
record the language
kanu
sessions. The team will
kanu
create a
inuit
final
o
product
baluni
that will
adday
be shared
nunangat
with the
kanu
communities.
ato nunangat ni inuhumit kano ato
Earth,
katak mga
fire,
ta
and flood.
nunat
Fires
nuna
and floods triggered by
amalu
climate change have raged across northern lands in
ikwala
recent years.
tukut lunit
Earth, fire,
tamakwa
and flood will enable 6 young Northerners to turn a poetry and prose performance about this issue by
Katik
Chesney Wall
Wiltutik,
and
Kanoy
Arlen
niya
Chawla
mga
into a museum exhibition.
kani
Through the
exhibition
exhibition,
ngani museum
Dene
ta
elders
ko
and their families will describe the painful
ili
loss
put
not only of their
amalo
homes
inna
and
to kang na
history,
ikayok ta
but of a
kaktutik
way of life that
ta
has
ko
existed
late
for centuries.
kanoy niya mga ta tam
The
na
exhibit will be replicated online to
ta ni
expand
dene
the
ko
program's reach.
nunalingit nik earth, fire and flood.
Indigenous Tourism Collective. Chiku, Indigenous Tourism Collective, bridges the gap between traditional knowledge and modern tourism logistics. Based in Champaign and Ajax First Nations traditional territory, the youth-led project acts as a centralized booking and logistics hub for local Indigenous operators. This allows elders, knowledge keepers, and our citizens in business to focus on
ikayok
cultural
tiki
teaching
tutik
and
kanwi
spread
tu
the
mga
show
ta
language
idin
tourism.
natit sigwak hak ser tutik ta kuninga kanwi mga ta
The objective
inna
is
to
to
kang ikayok
transform
takak tutik
Indigenous tourism into a professional, sustainable career path while making language, culture, and land-based skills the center of a thriving local economy.
nunanga ni atok tutik hunani idin natit signa mga ta ta ko unikak to tan
Arctic Drone Soccer Program.
Arctic Drone Soccer Program
Is an Inuit-led youth initiative that uses drone soccer to introduce Inuit and Northern youth to STEM, aviation, and
Inuit
drone
ta ko
technologies. The
takot
program
chibut
blends
kano
hands-on
ato kayak
learning,
mga
teamwork, and friendly competition
kano
to spark
piliri
curiosity
katigayug
while
dua
building
mga ta
practical, future-oriented skills.
tam na atok tu soccer
Participants engage in workshops where they learn to build,
ilin
code,
natit si
repair, and safely operate
idin
drones
natit ovak
while
to kano
competing
taman
in
na
drone soccer
ilit sa
matches.
tulo mga amalo kano
This
katip
fosters
tuti
technical
kanwi
proficiency,
tulo
but
mga
also confidence, creativity, collaboration, and problem solving. The program
Amma
aims to
kano
inspire continued
takwa
engagement in education
ikayok
and
tigi to te
cultivate the
aki
next generation
tu
of
lo mga ta
Inuit-led
ilin natit
innovation.
si katit tuti takwa kanwi tu gayak mga ta soccer may pidyo takak tuti takwa nuit silaw kutaw takwa hitamat makuktut tak punga kingun lakpamot tuniyaw naktut.
Aren't they impressive? We are pleased to have joining us on stage to help present the first Youth Prize, Deputy Mayor Ann Midler.
Tama, Deputy Mayor Riyangat.
She's representing the City of Whitehorse, along with Jason Payne,
Whitehorse,
representing TD Bank, both representing
TD Bank, Mingak,
AIP
Nito
Prize
Tamna.
partners.
Tamna, tuni
And
yona
the
to yung
prize
укиуᖅтаᓅતુми
goes
halakau
to
gayak tu.
Dene Language
Inona mga
Workshop, the stories we tell.
tamna tuni yo Dene Language Workshop. Unik ka tabutakwa.
Dene Language Workshops, the stories we tell, receives this beautiful art piece by Julia Anderson.
Julia Anderson
And we
tamna.
would like to invite the team
Handang walok tanga
to say a
tamna.
few words.
Nunat sebut biutam Julia Anderson.
Masicho for this beautiful land that
Koyan
we're
nam-
on and for
Manit naptama Whitehorse na
recognizing
koyan
this
na milk
project
bubut.
from the AIP. Masicho to Lois. She
Ama
is
koyan na may
Amanda and
Lois.
my role model, and we wish she could be
Ama
here.
tamna
but
upigi
we
baka
will
tamaning
be with her
makiheni koyan na
soon.
baka.
Also, a big masicho to Margaret Tom and Teresa Bonarouge and to the NWT.
Margaret and
Lucy.
Teresa koyan na
So
may
proud of
kabuto.
Ananda. I met her when she was just a little girl, and I
Nutaka
was teaching
nanguti
in
yugutam
Daejeon,
na.
and now she's here.
Tabane katigiyat ko. Tamanigum na maidin na palaw takatam na.
We just
Tamanigum na
want to thank a few
magkutut
of our
na.
mentors who helped us. So Rachel,
Kuya na may
Vanderveen, and
kumayut.
as mentioned, Lois Phillips for being amazing role models.
Kuya
To
na
my
may
mentors
tunatam
are
na.
Gregory Coys, Harvey LaRock, Ingo Liu, Mary Fremore, and
Taba
all of our
at
family
tinga
and
okak
friends for
pangita
supporting
ko
us.
ikayulaw matatamaw nga kung
In
na
closing,
matatamanigun na
as
mata.
young Dene, we're excited, passionate, and grateful to begin this opportunity, and we're really excited to work with our communities. We, the Northern people, we control our narratives. Masicho.
Kuya na may tutam na. Tuniyaw matayla.
Thank
Makkuktud
you.
din
And
takwa.
again, you can continue that big round of applause for the Dene Language Workshops. the Stories We Tell team.
Tako the stories we tell himayo tako unikakut.
Thank you. You take that big check. Thank you again. And so exciting seeing all of these fantastic projects receive support tonight. Now, I would like to ask Gina Nagano, Arctic Inspiration Prize laureate and Regional Selection Committee member, joined by Conrad Brown, the president and CEO of ऊकिउᖅ타ᖅ Capital Investments and AIP co-owner, to present the award to our second Youth Prize winner, Earth, Fire, and Floods.
Earth, Fire, and Floods tako to. Tuniyo nila mayo kino yakra may tamano ऊकिउᖅ타ᖅતુમિ halakaw haircut. Tako tuklereyo yut tagba tuniyo nila remut tawpong nakpahit. Ayung kuniko tako makuktut nat.
Beautiful. Earth, Fire, and Flood will be receiving this beautiful piece titled ᓵᓚᖃauᓅ ᓅmarek. We would like to invite the team to now say a few words, and of course on the screen you will see that beautiful piece. We'll turn it over to you.
My name is Shazne. I'm Dene Soklane from Kkluikwé. Let me catch my breath. In the Detro region of Denende. Over the last decade, our communities have experienced an increase in fires and floods across our communities due to climate change. When I was 14, I witnessed a wildfire for the first time in my life.
40
The sky had a haunting orange hue that did not let any blue escape, and the smoke was so thick we could barely see in front of us as we walked. I thought that I would tell this story to my grandchildren and that they would struggle to believe them. But these stories are becoming more and more common, and a fear that I share with members of my own community is that these will no longer be teachings that we pass down to our grandchildren to warn them. Eventually, this will become their everyday reality. In 2023, I remember watching a fire across the Detro River, and all I could think about was the stories passed down to me by my own elders. I remember them talking about herds of caribou that could feed our entire communities, the rivers abundant with fish, and bushes and berries full enough to feed all of our families. It's the stories of the land that feed our spirits, that keep us energized even while we witness the land hurting from the abuse of exploitation and extraction. As Northern Indigenous youth, we have experienced firsthand what it means when climate change directly impacts the relationship that we have with our own lands, cultures, and communities. Also, we have experienced how stories are some of the most powerful forms of medicine to keep us going. For our project, we'll be gathering stories to pass on to the next generation to re-energize them in our work to protect the land, to remember that at the heart of our cultures, communities, practices, ways of life is the land. We would like to say masicho to the AIP for supporting us to continue telling our stories, and we would also like to say masicho to our elders, knowledge keepers, and relatives back home that have passed their stories down to us. Stories are the heart of everything that we're doing, and that keep us going, keep us remembering the importance of our love for the land. Masicho.
Tamanna kuvegi kaptigo nuna pitutigitu kanorlo kuvegi mangatigo amma kano atuta ayak mangat
Another round of
nuna but
applause. Let's hear it for
Aqua
Earth,
tuklereyo
Fire, and Flood. Thank you.
Makuktunila takwa tuklereyo tautu yagahi taban allam alla nunangat
Now,
inatu.
joining us on stage to present the award to our third Youth Prize winner are the Honorable my neighbor, Adeline Weber.
Tamna lipinga yung ngatnik halak ऊकिउᖅ타ᓅ Takoy na lak miya batu ni hinati igo.
And the Honorable Brendan Hanley,
Brendan
MD
Handley.
Recon and Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Northern and Arctic Affairs, as well as AIP Ambassador Nominator. And the next winner is ᓵᓚᖃауᓅ Indigenous Tourism Collective.
ᓵᓚᖃауᓅ takwa pingayugayoyut Indigenous nunendemi dauduk tugaan oranga Yukon mi to nakle takwa pingayugayoyut. Kinoya karyo yarne tuniyo tamata takwa
He's lucky I hit the
okadlang nila
word.
miyut.
I've been saying all day, I can't wait to hold that big check.
Ubluluk tayo tanat
Dana
okalaw ka mate tanat sigumi ako alang na kunikino ya karyo.
Ainji matsa sanama uye agunda iche dakwa kara dan kocha niche ayedo ninje inda sidla shun and ainji shokothan de jao diit yakanzin
Okaw hingan ni tamna okadaktit yuguto hayahi.
My name is Kwancha Uye, Agunda Iche, and Dakwakara Uninje. To me, ᓵᓚᖃауᓅ means building a home for the next generation. It is a place where we can gather to bead, work on skins, and practice our songs and dances.
Kanol the tamna tukakak mga okakwalaw to nga kanob. Ato taka kanok taman da tukakak mga ilagi tugut Hihilari loki yugapta amalo kanu tamanda atokpa mga tigo unika tuin na tuit uvehu lari tugut tamani gunakapta tamna hanayanganik atsangata atoktok tamna atulaw kimagmago tamna atsangata halak hakit yugut taba unduk tao atokpaka.
Traveling shawl. I feel like it has a lot of luck, but really grateful to be standing here today. And I think we owe a lot of what we're doing to our community, to our families, to our language and culture.
Atu takalaring na matam na kinaw ya idap tinut amma nunalakalap tinut kanwilong hunano atong na mga ato nalunang itok.
Focusing on Indigenous tourism and bringing back our people to the forefront and ensuring that when we have visitors come to this territory that they get to experience who we are as people from
Titu
our people.
mga apta inuit ubap nunanip tinublalukka ngata kawya manak mata kanuit kano inuhyak mga apta takwa akkorolo tanuit siniling na aktugut mangun nango yaktugut kene akbaniliw galo aktugut.
Hands up to my team as well at ᓵᓚᖃауᓅ and ᓵᓚᖃауᓅ means one house, and so that's exactly what we're trying to do is create a place where
iglu
you can come and it
mitukilitana
feels like one home where we're all connected and we're all able to gather together and share our language, culture
ikayok
with
tigiga
visitors,
yakapta
but also
tagbani
with our
iglu
community
ilawani
and our
ataw
people.
hingokluta ikayok tigilo tatamna tukilik.
And to our community and to our elders and our family.
Koyan na may ilabot inna tokakput nutakalo koyan na may marik.
Yeah, and I forgot to mention that ᓵᓚᖃауᓅ receives a beautiful piece of art from ulayu.
Takwa to tuniyo na to ulayu titaraw lauganginik nunabik miuta.
Photos out here are being taken. Of course, please join me again in a huge congratulations to ᓵᓚᖃауᓅ.
Da adilelo ko ti yugutakwa makwa kovegelo milabut halak kaptut. ᓵᓚᖃауᓅ takwa makuktuit.
Exciting moments for these projects driven for and
Ako vena larik tunalunang ito takwa tawtog ti yugutakwa itamamari tuniyo na ti yugit.
Now joining us on stage to present the final Youth Prize Award are AIP Region Manager CSC and Naomi Padlock.
Naomi
And
Padlock.
also want to acknowledge Naomi is the Acting Deputy Minister of Environment for the Government of Nunavut. And so pleased to announce the final winner for the Arctic Inspiration
Tamna
Prize
kingul
newly
pa may makuktunid
category
hitamagiyoyok.
Arctic Drone Soccer Program.
Soccer program tuniyaw katoyok. Pingwano mixano atok tutita ko halak kakut soccer tamna akhang mi atok tutik tukileok tutik na ko hitamagiyoyo tak batak
And
pa nga
so,
pihuk paleyo.
the Arctic Drone Program, what a team. We just slowly make our way to our right. The team,
Kuvena
of course,
kunitako.
is here. Some beautiful photos to be taken. Also want to share that the Arctic Drone Soccer Program is receiving a beautiful piece that you'll see on the screen by Sheila Tolton, titled
Sheila Tolton.
Reflection in Running Waters.
Sheila Tolton
If you're on
tamna
stage,
you can't mute that.
take a little peek there.
Titeraw tanga
But
tuniyaw na
again,
yutako. Halak
congratulations,
kakut
and we'll now
hitamagiyoyo.
turn it over to the team to share your reflections tonight.
Tana lokan nelak to.
Ay,
Ay, inukatingigo.
Inuit, hi white people. My name is Felix, and this is my team. Round of applause for the team who made it all the way here.
Takwa kuvegayo le tamaunga unga hitumut tamaunga kon nakopta takwa.
We have Asiva,
Ilaka
we have
Asiva
Inulu,
go.
Aida, Natasha, who just landed at 2:15. Aida,
Natasha tikisatya
Noah,
tikisatya.
and Maggie.
Mama Maggie tagan takwa.
We'd like to just take a moment to thank the AIP for allowing us to be here and to make this project possible. And we also brought our youth delegate, Asiva, who's also going to share a word with everyone here.
Ana
Asiva, please.
makuktok Asiva tamaunga ukallag na makuktok tamna naksaktamut.
Ay,
inukatingago.
My name is Asiva. I'm from ᓵᓚᓃ. I just want to say thank you for having me, and huge thanks to the Arctic Inspiration Prize. That's all I have to say because I don't know what to say. Have a nice day, everyone.
Asiva's here. He's supposed to be in his exam season. We didn't know that before we invited him, so hopefully. And Asiva,
Kaya malawng ito takwa titira kalaw man. Ilinerving mi kihen kaya malawng apta tamaunga.
are up there watching you, and they're really, really, really proud of you. Round of applause for Asiva.
Tamna atatat siya ngalo say ko tawtuk matakulani kaya makoyata na Asiva makuktukulu. Ilinerving mi tako nga kingon da pak luni titira kalaw to kaya malawng matakihen tamani gunna makove gibabu.
I myself love playing soccer. And
Vangat daw, na Leonard daw, kove hukto sa ko kove giyuk ma daw.
Congratulations.
Koyan na mita ko hitamat tuniyoyut makukto nila. Kino ya kalyo ya meteke na koyak tok ta ko hitamagiyoyut tuniyoyut. Unnuk.
Congratulations.
Harima give up
Time for some entertainment. I'm delighted to welcome to the stage our second performance of the evening. Johnny Yani Merrick Saunders is Inuk from Kuujjuaq. He went from singing in his living room to singing on stage. Stories through song.
Johnny Saunders ingatildu. Uvagu ngani ta kuninga ay himatuni idinna palawk to ingminik. Ano litam na to halok milabut. Johnny Saunders.
Nakokmik makialok. Words that are worth repeating. Our ancestors brought us this far, so let us continue. Kayus tsaka so hatalang awakut. ᓄᓅᓅ 알레이아가니 ᓵᓚᖃауշæ 아마유 Kayusi bunga ikaw manakdu aninakdu if you tillu From the foothills of the mountains let me climb, and from the tops of the mountains we will fly. Oh, ᓵᓚᖃauշæ if you tillu over tillu oh ᓵᓚᖃauշæ if you tillu over tillu oh ᓵᓚᖃauշæ
Amnali Johnny Saunders ingyat tildugut hagane haftahi. Tuhang nikuni.
Thank you.
Merci.
Thank you, ᓵᓚᓃauշæ, for your performance and for sharing your voice with us. Such a special part of tonight is the music and the creation and the performance. And so again, really encourage you to share your experience through your social media or however you may be doing on your grandma Google phone. But do encourage you to share your experience tonight.
Just a reminder that everyone's wearing ᓵᓚᓃ creations, except myself, I guess.
Yeah, you've got a special piece on though.
Yes, my brother, Joe's vest.
So we have heard and seen and listened to a number of beautiful stories, and we are about to hear another. I'd like to welcome Diane Strand, former chief of Champagne-Asia, current mayor of Haynes Junction and member of the Yukon Selection Committee. Diane is also team lead for the ᓵᓚᖃauशिഅᓅ project, and she is here to tell us about that impact, as it's been 2 years since 4 years. Time flies. 4 years since becoming an AIP laureate. So turning it over to you.
Thank you. Danje ganzanu shokotham. Ikha uye jetije dakwakada ije. Okay. I have to say this. Can you guys not feel that energy in your belly? Can you not feel that, like this hype, this, I believe that the AIP has the best party ever for the North. Do they not? I remember 4 years ago sitting in the audience in Ottawa, and me and my team members, we were so we were so excited, and all of that hype, and then it didn't stop. We got on the airplane and we're tracking that big, on the plane. People were asking us, you won like $1 million, and like the huge jackpot, and we're like, yes, we did. We were so excited. So as Connie had mentioned, I am the executive director for Shipfameshika on the land program, and we won the prize of $500,000 4 years ago for our recovery
4 years ago, $500,000.
opportunity for people
$500,000 mihala kalau kemak
coming
matatam na
out
unikato.
of treatment, or they've had an idea that they really do need to stop any substance use that they're having.
Hanak kau herelak tangata ko ayulik kemayok kino galak pat ikayok to yakeli tanna kanui lawayak mangat takwa aibal dedi yugit ayulik kemayo hunamyamot ikayok to yakelit tanna kino yak atoya atulila pabut amalu ikayok nakatsyaktuni takuninga no katiptinik.
Very, very proud. We have our art display sitting on and we tell them the story of how what that art display
Kanuilo
is
mga
for
halakalok mga
and
tatako unikar bagi
why
yuyab
they are
inuit
sitting there
kanorlo
is because of
halakalok mga ta holo taken ikibalok mga ta
started
kano
off very
ilong
small,
mga halakakti yuta
just in the
uki
back
hitamat
alley
tamna
of Council of Yukon
puigo
First
lang
Nations. We
itatapom.
partnered with them, and we started in their little room, and one of the biggest pieces is ceremony. So we had our firekeeper with her tent out in the back alley.
Tako tupiloki amma ikaw datichi yakamata ko atulaw go boteka ni ika kulung ni ika gayang migila kanuin na mga ta kanorlo tamanda aki korna mga aptigo tamong wakati nata okay hutamawti yugutan unika raw yaktok ano halak kalaw kimak mga tali.
That's us. And we've had several people stop and ask, what's going on? We've got this fireball going, and it's like, we're doing ceremony, and that has been such an important piece of this program, to be able to have, before the participants start, and when they end, they go into ceremony with the firekeeper with ceremonials. And then they go in and learn a little bit about how they can maintain, learn more tools for them so that they can keep on
amalo kano ilinya kanya kayak mga ta tamakuninga loka ayu atulaw kimayugo amma dam na angin pa nunami niyang mik.
We've been to James Allen's camp, McClintock Bay. We've gone all over. We've taken the participants everywhere. There's a group of participants that are coming back from Cluckshoe, and they're absolutely thrilled of spending 5 days out there out on the land with elders,
nunamo katigit telaw kimayubot amata ko makuto utang nelek miyut tabunga nunami lutik kano ilinyati siga yak mga ta amalo kano ikayok tu luwak mga ta ikayok to yakeli takwa unika tangita ko atulok himayanga amalo kano ilaw mga kano halak ngata kano ikpingnak mga amma kano takwa kano nakikino yang nik
Brendan Hanley,
tuniyawtalok
from
mga ata.
the Government of Canada also to keep us going. And it is something, I really, really want anybody that has had any inkling. I mean, you're sitting around a fire, right? You're sitting around a fire, or you're, on a boat going down
Unik
a road,
karaw
and
yak
you're
tako na taan
thinking of,
makanilok mga
"Oh,
ata.
that would be
Kano
really cool to do
kano
this." Or
igayak mga
you're
or kano
chatting with
ugbadun
people,
ni
whether it be
kano
down at the coffee shop, or
inuit
you're fishing, or
ikibaw yak
whatever
to
you're
teke ni
doing, and
coffee
this
shop
big light
ugbadun
bulb
ni
comes over your head,
ikalaki
and you
yutit
decide that,
amma
I have
niya
to, like, this would be
ihumaliok ti
such a
yutit
cool thing to
tam
do
na
for
kanuin na yak
here in
mga
the North, whether it be for
imaka
the youth or for
kanuin na yak pa
the
taman na
adults,
nuit
seniors,
kuptigo
whatever it may be. Put your application in. Keep putting your application in. We
tay kuninga
tried several times,
tatetereding
and
ni
we kept
ati
putting our
uktok takichi
application in, and we finally won.
ta
And
kuninga
you know
magwertak
what?
to unga tani dun no
Do it,
uktok
guys.
himayugot
You've got
ati
this great
uktok
idea.
takichi tamaunga
Apply,
ukyak tumi
apply,
halak hau hernik ati
and then
uktok
become a
takichi
laureate. Thank you.
Tana ukadlak ti jigo ti haga halak halaki manyang minigila
Diane with some great messages there, not least of which is just be human.
ila tana ukatsak tok
That's it.
ati nagdigit
So let's take a moment to recognize the
nagdigit
AIP's ambassadors,
takta
nominators from coast to
amatakwa
coast to coast. These are the
itunelak
people
may
who
mga ata
champion and mentor teams
ukyak tak
and
tumi halak hau
ultimately
kya
nominate them
kanik
for the Arctic Inspiration Prize. Let's give all the ambassadors in the room a big round of applause.
tako ambassadors kayo tamong ati kuvegi labut.
Next, we're going to move to the second category of the Arctic
Tuglingan
Inspiration
tako
Prize, the AIP category for Northern-led projects with a prize amount of up to $500,000. Let's have a look at those videos and learn more about the winners.
Takwa takayang nelak may $500,000 mo takwa da uktok tut kitunya mangata.
This year, the Arctic Inspiration Prize is celebrating 2 winners in the AIP category, which awards programs up to $500,000.
$500,000 mo kinoyang mig
Southern
halak
Lakes
nilu
Caribou in the schools.
Southern Lakes Caribou ilinabing
Southern
mi.
Lakes Caribou in the Schools program is a locally developed K-12 initiative that connects students
Tako
with caribou and
ilinele
culturally
hanuk
grounded
amalu
stewardship.
kwe 12 mo tako
This project
tikitlugit
will mark the
ilinati
launch of a
titiyo
new,
tuktui
free
mi
and
kanu
facilitated program for educators and learners throughout the Southern Lakes
ilinati
region.
tiyunuk amalu
Through
makuktunut
classroom
tako
learning and
ilinati
time on the
tibaktu
land, students will deepen
nuna
their
mil
relationship
tutik
with
ilinati
Southern Lakes
titaktu
caribou.
tako inna
The
tokang
project team
napikatakaktu
will coordinate
titako mga
program
mikanut
delivery, support
tuktu
educators,
mikanut
engage
nila
elders and community partners, develop learning resources, and work with an advisory
Kano
group to secure
ilinyakan niya
sustainable
kayak
funding
mga
to
ta
embed caribou education into Southern
tuktu
Lakes
mikanu
schools
nila
for years to
ilinati
come.
tibaktutik amalu kanok akikimanaya mga
The land remembers us. Intergenerational camps
nuno
for healing
ikaw
and strength.
mabatigut
The land remembers us is a northern-led
nuno
initiative
ikaw
that brings
mabatigut
survivors of Indian residential and day schools together with families,
amatako ilinya
elders, youth,
yatalaw kimayo
artists, and
makuktunik
wellness workers through
amado
intergenerational on the
makuktunik
land
inna
camps in the
tokangnik
Northwest Territories.
nu
Each camp will be
nunamik
co-hosted
Northwest Territories
with local indigenous
mutanik
partners and will focus on healing, cultural renewal,
ilinya
and
yatalaw
strengthening
kimayunik
relationships to the
nila
land.
amehut
Youth will learn directly from survivors and
takwa
elders,
makuktunu
gaining hands-on experience in living
ikayo
off the
ta
land,
kakayak to tukihit
documenting
chalo
stories,
tiklo kanu na
creating
yak mga
media, and supporting community
nunamitil dugut
gatherings.
ubalo ni
The land
kadildo
remembers
ti
us,
nunalakadangit
creates new spaces
amma
for
takwa
survivors and families
nunaw
to heal
ikaw
together,
mabatigut
guided by indigenous knowledge and northern expertise and creativity.
tako ila daw tukto hitamani white horse mi man na daw tukto yut tako ali $500,000 mik halak kang nedukto kitunya mga tatu halak bitigo
Programs. We are pleased to have joining us on stage to help present the award to our first AIP category laureate, AIP Region Manager and Trustee Peggy Day, and the Honorable Brian Nunavut Minister of Culture and Heritage. And the first winner is The Land Remembers Us. intergenerational camps for
Tani
healing and
hubud na
strength.
pami tuniyaw na $500,000 mit. Nuno ikaumawati gud the land remembers us. For Northwest Territories, Mutaw quote.
The land remembers us, intergenerational camps for healing and strength. They received this incredible piece by Brandon Lane.
Brandon Lane.
And yeah.
Tuniyaw na mayo.
Invite you to
Nunat
speak.
sebut mi damna. Nunat sebut mi tisaraw ya tuniyaw na mayo dakunin.
Thank you. On behalf of the Land Remembers Us team, we are deeply honored to accept this Arctic Inspiration Prize. This project exists because of the courage, leadership, and vision of residential school survivors, intergenerational survivors, elders, youth, and northern communities who continue to show us what healing, resurgence, and cultural revitalization can look like.
Ano ikayok tulak mga tigu nunamo katerat talugit ilinera talak sa mayut amma kano takwa ikayong nakap mga ta kuno nga Arctic Inspiration kuno takwa ila katawti yugit kovege ya tutakwa ko yan namek tagikitu mga ta okaktangi
all of the communities and organizations who have believed in this work.
Amaluuk pirayaw lawak tatam na akarok ti yuta akakilawak tigu ilagi tigut tabani kuve hukpugut kuyan namin maki.
Shori Crystal Gale Fraser Vilji, Anuvek Sahat, Dechan Chogenjik, Gwitsat, Gwitchia Gwitchin Ithli.
Gwitchin mi
It is
utatam na.
also Red Dress Day. We want to honor missing
Ublumit
and
daw
murdered
tam na
Indigenous
ublumi
women
au paluktumit
girls
ang nangudjumi ublerik
and
magu
Two-Spirit people
tamalu
and all of the
ikamaw
families and
takwa
communities that carry the grief, but also the strength and the responsibility. Our work here and in this room really addresses healing and cultural resurgence,
tam na mamihan na mitam na
justice,
atorap
safety,
tigu
accountability, and
koy
care.
manak pohi.
This prize is transformational for our communities and for this work. It will support
Tam na
intergenerational on the land
ikayo
learning camps,
nakaluwabing nga mata amado
language,
nunamo
cultural
katigit talugit
revitalization,
ukaw huptinik
recreation, and
pingwarnik
opportunities for survivors and
pingwarnik kut
families to
amalutakwa
reconnect with
ikayok
each other,
tigilugit
but also with the
ika
land.
ilagid ataw hiw katigin
So the
mut
North has
te
always
kweli
held
narak
knowledge,
dalak
strength,
mayut
and solutions.
ilangid
And
lu
this recognition reminds us that Northern Indigenous-led work matters, not only in the North,
Tan na
but
pimari
across
mat
the country. Hi,
nuna
Cho, thank you for
tamani
believing
nuna
in our
ilon
vision
ubalunen
and
na
those who
niluktal
carry
tiyatam
it.
na atong nakakmakawya manak po kuya na mimarik.
Congratulations again to the Land Remembers Us intergenerational
Ako
camps
be
for healing and strength.
ibabutakwa
So beautiful. to see
halak
the
kaktut
generations
$500,000 mikit.
So thank you again. And many
Nuno
round of
ikaw
applause.
mabati ko the land remembers us mit atilita ko $500,000 mituni yut kuwe giyawlit.
These are the projects made for and by the people, for and by the North. And so we look forward to our next winner as well. And I want to invite the presenters. We have the Council of Yukon First Nations Grand Chief Alatini, AIP Ambassador Nominator,
Grand Chief
as well as Yukon First Nations Wildfires, Wayne Rispy, former AIP laureate and co-owner.
Laureate kutakon amalunang
So
tunihinelak
the
miyut
second
takwa
AIP
tugli
category prize goes to Southern Lakes Caribou in the schools, building a lasting Southern Lakes partnership.
takwa tuktumik kanun ilinawik kanok atu takakayak mangat tuktuit nunangit ni ako ilin natin si baktut inna to kay makutuldo nunangit ni ako tugla kayo yut tuniyaw daribut kuvenak pakuni ko ano na ni
The
atok
Southern
mata
Lakes
ama inna to
Caribou in the
kaknik
Schools, building a lasting Southern Lakes partnership, is receiving this beautiful piece by Charlie Tukaluk, and we would like to
Samna
invite
takwa
a member of the
tuniyaw
team
na
to
dak
share a few
ayuta kay
words.
titarayak sa maya Charlie tukuluk mo inabik mutak
I'll start. Ganeshji, Shonithan, Masicho, for this amazing opportunity to build something and create something powerful and very, very innovative, connecting our ancestry, our history, our culture, and bringing it forward to ensure that our younger generations are understanding those important things that represent who we are. And that very, very important performance at the beginning of tonight, where I can't recall the artist's name, but it's the relationship is the wealth. And that relationship that First Nation people have had for thousands of years with the land, with the animals, with the living things. I think those are really, really important things to recognize. And to have that opportunity as a game guardian, it was over 20 years ago where I was hired as a game guardian, understanding my knowledge to work within these programs, within our country, between the territories of Karkas-Tagish, Ta'an Quachin, and Kwanlin Dun, and then last year with recognition of this by the Yukon government of 9 governments working together.
Tako
This is
Yukon
really
mut ikayu
leading
tilaw
work,
to
and I think it's one of the most successful recovery
mga
programs
tano ni kakayak to
in North America. So, Ganeshji, I'll pass the mic over to Randy.
Randy unikang na iliribok
We're celebrating caribou. This is great. I know most
Kobe
of you that know me in
huktugu
this room know
mikano
that I'm
kobe
usually
hu
the salmon
tekakapta
person, but I also sit on the Caribou Steering Committee as well. I'm honored and very appreciative of this award that we won, and on behalf of Kwanlin Dun, the Caribou Steering Committee, and Rivers to Ridges, and the Caribou in School program. For the past 8 years, I've had the privilege of sitting at the table with 8 other governments.
Ukiut 8
I represent
kavamakudni
Kwanlin Dun at the table. I am
tabani
seasoned
katimayu
beneficiary of Kwanlin
tunga
First Nation. I'm Tegas
ami
Ron.
hunik
I'm the Wolf Clan. My
katimayu
mother is Pat Joe. She's down there. My great-grandparents
Ananaga
were from Marsh
tamani
Lake. So
tok.
this is our traditional land, and welcome to our ancestral lands.
tamanna
Anyway, I'm
nunakigap
trying to
tigo
go as
kaya
fast as I
manak
can. It's
pahita
like
ko
2 minutes, and you
ananat
took a long time. Anyway.
ngi amma nga yukanga tanunangani to hitunga hugichi
So
padahang niluk na ponga 2
to
minute na
develop a shared
tuniyaw
Caribou
himagapta
relationship plan, that work has never just been about policy. It has been about responsibility,
amma maligalew
respect,
ni
and
mikanwi
rebuilding
na ngito kiheni
relationships.
tamna
Our elders have always reminded us that Caribou
takwa
are
de
not just a
kiheni
resource.
takwa inna
They
tukak
are
patun
our relatives,
atu takap
they are
mata
teachers,
amma
and they are a
bilin
vital
yakta
part
chiyu
of who
tutik
we are in the Southern Lakes
in
and
kitu
First Nations
kitu
people. Through
mangapta
the Southern
Southern
Lakes
Lake mi
Caribou
ngaw
Recovery
yung
Plan,
takwa
we've heard a clear
atu
message.
takal
If we
dakalaktum
want caribou to return,
inna tukakput
we
amma
must
utakun
first
yakop
change
tigu
how we relate
tamani
to them.
tuktu
And
tamawa
that begins
nunap
with
tinu utakop
education
mangap
programs
tigut
like the Caribou in Schools.
tagbona atu takakluta ilin
Are so
yakti
important
chiluta
because they help reconnect our young people with the land, with caribou, with
takwa
the knowledge
makuptuni
carried by our
nunamut
elders. This is how
takaktuni
we build
ikayong
understanding,
yakalaktut
respect,
amalo
and long-term
tukihi katigi
stewardship.
chalo tamanna
This
kano
prize is
atu
not just
atu tak
recognition,
mangat
it is encouragement to keep going, to keep listening, to keep teaching, and to
ilin
keep
yakti
working
chituna
together so that the future
kubluta
generations
amalu
will
tu
once
ha
again
chalo
know
ta
caribou is
tamna
not as
kayu
something lost,
kayu hui nako
but as
gaptigu
something living and present. Galonchis, Shonithan, thank you.
koyan na merputana takwa tuglere yoyut
A quick final note. My name is Ren Nicolardi. I'm a settler here for the last 12 winters. Very honored to be carrying on the work that's been done by so many people and communities to
ukiut
bring
kulit
Southern Lakes
dumakul
caribou back
tamani
to health and to bring young
ilirtu
people back
amma
into connection with caribou. I'd like to thank
tuktumik
our
kanut kano
nominator,
atu takap
Grantee
mga
Multi,
ta
for
ko
believing in our
maktut
project.
tamanga
Elder
nunap
Copper
tinu
Joe
kanu
Duck for
utirayak mga
facilitating
ta
Elder Circle in
koyan
2020
ni
that brought
mertut
this program
amma
to
lo
life.
kano
All of the elders and
tako
village elders that have contributed.
inna tukangin di
And
ikayulok mata
this
Kuya
prize
na
allows us
miyak
to truly launch this program in the Southern Lakes region in a way that it never has had the legs for, and it's going to allow us to bring people together to see this program sustain itself for many years to come. And all of the elders that helped contribute said this program cannot live on the shelf. So here's to young people growing up connected to caribou and becoming stewards for
Kuya
their
na miyak
lands.
pa inna to kakpa atu takakna mata amma makkuk takwa kuy kakta lilabut ikayu takakna to tamna kino yakyak tuniyaw yu ubatimut akatugla yawut kovege
Wow,
yawut.
that's amazing. I think this is a really good example of how the Yukon works. It's community coming together for a purpose. And I think
Takwa
you'll see a lot of that
kanu tamanna
in our
ikpingnak mat
community.
nunanda kalat ataw
If you're
hingo
not from
kangata
here, check it out.
tamanang nitong ikubit
All over. So thank you very much, guys.
ataw tukyo tak ataw hingok himayut kovena kunituk tuimi kanu takko ni kauti yui ataw tu yaktahi
That's the
Yukon
AIP
muted.
Southern Lakes Caribou in the Schools, building a lasting Southern Lakes partnership.
Another huge round of applause for all of our AIP category winners tonight.
takwa ataw kovege lo mayabut halak kakut unnuk takko ninga ук이오̅타̅뚜미
We
라
want to thank
halak
our
hawahanik
ceremony partners,
ukiyo 14 years tamna
Connected North, CBC North,
unnuk daw
Air
tuktahi
North, Yukon's Airline.
ako kayan na mir pabut
Yeah, they
takko
have
maukaktangi
cookies, that's
Leonard.
Thanks to Air North Yukon's Airlines, 6 lucky audience members will be going home with a gift certificate. Yeah.
Takwa ak viniling nito ni
Kind of
hina
warm
mata
on your seats.
tamaw
You
na
should check under them
tamaw nga na mata
because
takunak pahi
underneath the seats you may find a surprise.
tani kivoutio
Check
tani
the
tumig
lucky
atita
winner.
kugera kitu mga pite ma halak katut
Any winners?
ikivoutak pe
Any winners
atani
yet?
alilayong may pay pa mi
Check every
tatakwan lang
chair
nga kobit
around you.
Just
Piniduk
don't throw
ta siya
the
meret
chairs,
siya
We'll just do this very gently.
tema
I
kau
see
yun niluk tugu
one.
kitut ataw
I
heralatay
see
kita
a few
kubakaha
more.
ati kanete mahalak kakalelak pahuila
Great.
No, don't check a seat
Yeah.
that's occupied. No.
So as the excitement calms for a moment and those winners claim their prizes, as mentioned, want to thank Air North, and of
Air
course,
North,
for
kuya
those
namyak
of you who
pabut.
aren't familiar, the best way to get to and from Whitehorse to multiple destinations, 2 bags and a cookie. Need I say more? I also,
Tako Air North,
yes,
kuya
we can
namyak
give Air
pabut,
North a
ano
shout out.
yun?
We all love Air North up here. And Connected North, for those of you who aren't as familiar, Connected North works with over 200 schools across the country and serves
Connected
every
North,
single
ako,
school in the Yukon by connecting them with learning and exchange and knowledge.
Tamani
And so want to
200 North
again
ako
thank Connected North
kuya
for the
namyak
work that you
pabilin
do
na
from coast
Connected
to coast
North
to coast.
ikayo ko na matatako ni nga Yukon mutanik ilinabing ni
So, I would like to invite 2 very important members of the AIP community. First, representing AIP co-owners, we have Lisa Preto, Chair of the ᓵᓚᖃauշæ Development Corporation,
takwa kay ko
and
iya
representing
mi
prize
butakwa
partners, we
o
have
kandang
Alex
nerti yugit
Buchan, Director of Nunavut Affairs for Agnico Eagle and AIP Trustee.
ed iko kuninga tutako to hanelak mi yawut
Here today, we also honor those who make the Arctic Inspiration Prize possible, our co-owners. The AIP is something truly unique in Canada, a prize owned and led by the North. AIP co-owners are Northern Indigenous governments and development corporations from ᓵᓚᖃauշæiᓅ to right here in the Yukon, across the North. As co-owners, we have invested not just financially, but with a vision and commitment to our communities. Innovation and leadership is already here in the North, and what's needed most is support rooted in self-determination. Through their leadership on the AIP Charitable Trust Board, our co-owners guide the direction of the prize, and year after year help bring to life projects that reflect the strength, creativity, and priorities of our communities. Behind every AIP laureate is a community, and behind every community are co-owners who said, "We believe in our people and we believe in their ideas." This is the heart of the AIP, a circle of Northern leadership building opportunity from the ground up. Please join me in recognizing the AIP co-owners, the backbone of the AIP, and an example of what it means to lead with purpose and with love for our communities. Thank you.
This ceremony is all about celebrating the incredible achievements of our Arctic Inspiration Prize laureates, but it is also about celebrating the partnerships that make these successes possible. The AIP is a truly Northern prize, but it is supported by a powerful network of prize partners from across the North and South, governments, universities, municipalities, businesses, and organizations who believe in the strength of Northern communities. Our prize partners invest in many ways. They contribute directly to the prize funds awarded every year. They support laureate teams beyond the initial prize terms. They can help cover travel and visibility, offer cultural guidance, and support the AIP's operations year-round. But most important thing they invest in is hope, in opportunity, in community-driven change. Their return on investment, it's not measured in dollars. It is seen in young people, some that we saw here today, this afternoon, creating change in their communities, creating a new future for us, even though we have suffered common things in the past. In new projects coming to life, in elders passing on knowledge to the next generation, like our previous prize winner in Cambridge Bay, where I live, who is implementing elders in training program right now. It's the impact you've heard about on stage tonight, and the quieter impact that continues every day, long after the spotlight fades. Among AIP partners are all three Northern territorial governments, the Government of Newfoundland and Labrador, Northern municipalities and businesses large and small, with deep roots and relationships in the North. We are proud to have them by our side. As a member of the AIP Board of Trustees, and on behalf of Agnico Eagle Mining Limited, I'm proud to represent the voice of AIP partners. Thank you to every organization whose logo you see on the screen behind me.
Ni business ngo yu balun ni taikening inak takung ikiphiu ati takuyuma butao me hunila takwa takuyahite kwa kayok himayuta kuninga Arctic Inspiration Meet 2026 tana daw duk tahita ni White Horse mi hoan pero tana.
You are helping make dreams come true and making the North stronger together. And now, I'd like to ask all the people who helped bring the AIP to life, our trustees, staff, prize partners, selection committee members, laureates past and present, ambassadors, artists, and friends to please rise. Let's take a moment to recognize this beautiful, growing community across the North, to celebrate what we can achieve when leadership begins at home.
Nikubit palewut ikibautang mini ako ikayok himayuta ko mamikanut укиуᖅтаᓅતુми ила укиуᖅтаᓅતુми хаалаккау хиаккат тамаани White Horse метаутукти юки.
Thank you.
Koyannamik.
Now, we're going to do something a little different this year to end the show. We're celebrating the incredible impact of the Arctic Inspiration Prize over the past 14 years in communities from ᓵᓚᖃou시아ᓅ
Awang anunat sebang pigya tugu tamaw nga White Horse mut yuka mo tikim makiklugo.
Over the last 14 years, 84 teams have received over $30 million from the Arctic Inspiration Prize, fostering leadership, creativity, innovation, and excellence in northern communities from Labrador to the Yukon.
Tama Labrador may pigatong tabang ng Yukon mo tikitugu 30 million ungatan kino yang nek tuniyo madak tutam na.
They have built networks.
укиуᖅтаᓅતુми хаалаккау пигаалерту югит 14 years укиукуллу хитамаллу тааккуа пигаалаоққиммат югу тааккуа маккуктут амманунамут атуутеқаллақиктоқ тааккуа киниуяттуниюутарту қауимаянгит ни тааккуа икаюутеқармататтао
Improved mental health and wellness.
аммалу ublutama inuhiptine atoreali taakuningado malu piderek hanut ikayuteqarluni
As a growing community, the Arctic Inspiration Prize laureates are leading the way, creating opportunities and inspiring people from across the north to make their dreams
aku nunat nunabuk miutanut nunat NWT man tu nunat sebut tabung ada Yukon aku kino ya tuniyo taktut angiyor yo chairman 300 million ungatani tunihi madak tut aku amle piga ka lapti yugu ana unika raw yakto.
Wow, so much innovation and change, growth and learning.
It's inspiring.
Leonard, you're so good.
It dawned on me. But we also have several laureates from past years in the house tonight representing growing community. Have you all stand for a round of applause as well?
Please
join. Laureates ng Yudakwa ay kani White Horse Yukon mi ikivoyut ni kuvekoyoyut
I've really had fun tonight. I'd like to really say a big musty to everyone. Wonderful evenings. I've been in a few evenings, a lot of theater stuff and stuff, but this is really inspirational. I mean, you see projects. I don't know how many projects applied for all of this, but the winners are inspiring for sure. So, I look forward to all these people working on their separate projects. Yeah, it's healing. Let's see.
Mamin naktok. Kuya na may Leonard.
He did a great job.
Leonard.
As we were going through the preparations today, and we had a chance to see some of the performers as part of that. And I don't know about you, but for me, so many moments of sort of the hairs on your arms going up, and as Diane shared, the fire in the belly energy. That is created when we come together to celebrate, to acknowledge, and also to show gratitude to those who have made all of this possible. There are so many to thank. Many of them, but not all to thank. And so I want to bring gratitude and humility to all of those who have helped make this possible. And it is so incredible to see young people, those who may not have spoken on stage before, had the courage to do so tonight. The incredible art that you saw through
titerawiak himayulu takwa tuniyo tijibit amalu unipka tut amma imnyak tukut.
Leonard and I may be retiring from our roles tonight, there is still a bit more, and so want to turn it over in a moment. Of course, to Sylvia Cloutier, but we'll look to you, Leonard, for any closing reflections for all of our guests tonight.
Well, I know that I've really enjoyed, we've only had a couple of rehearsals, but I've really enjoyed the talent in this room.
Ayung ilahak yu ta kanwin niya mga tanwe katit na tatamaw na kanwilo mga kovegilo ka.
It's been amazing. And just the business.
Kovegilo ta kaingyatit amalu ilipit tamani tu hikay ko yo himayuhi.
Through this and making it seamless. big message
amma
with it.
kuve kana kuyan na
And
mer
so,
kutam na
without further ado, the inspiration we wear, the inspiration we share, the inspiration we dance, and the inspiration that we continue to grow. So with that, we'll turn it over now to you, Sylvia. Thank you very much.
Tuninelak pabutag bunga silver klutemut. Ilitak na kunitagak na.
Nagormek, thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here. I'm very honored to be asked to create a show for you guys this evening. I know that this is an important event for many people across the North. We represent many cultures, we speak many languages, and the one beautiful thing that we have in common is that we really love our land. We really love and appreciate our waters, and we really love the sky. Nature, the environment feeds us in so many ways. In the process of deciding what kind of show are we going to create here for you tonight, I had a lot of reflection time. Because as artists, we are not entertainers. We create and we share. We have a role to play in listening to stories, recording stories with our bodies, with our minds, with our hearts, and then sharing stories in different ways. Sometimes we share stories through song, through dance, through photography. We have so many different ways of sharing our gifts that come from a very special place. One of the things that also made me think about life and creating was how challenging we live in a time where our world is changing a lot. And sometimes it feels like there's a lot of uncertainty in life. And it makes me think, how are we going to get through life? How are our leaders going to lead us? And how are our kids, our children, our grandchildren going to lead the way one day? And I think if our ancestors went through all the challenges in life, going through life with incredible life conditions that we can't even imagine, living in an unforgiving environment sometimes, and very harsh weather, harsh climate, our people, our ancestors, they persevered and they survived. And they still teach us through their skill, through their honesty, out of respect for each other, out of respect for their environment. They are still teaching us, even if they're not here physically with us. Our ancestors run in our blood. And they remind us every single day that we are strong, that we are resilient, and that we are always stronger when we're united, and even stronger when we reunite. I want to bring some light to the great artists that are here today. Every single artist that we've invited are coming from community. This is the approach that I wanted. I wanted these artists to come from their community and shine and share in their own way. This wonderful man that you see over here with this beautiful wolf hat, he looks calm, but he's pretty fierce. He's very quiet over there, but throughout the whole process throughout the show that we've had tonight, he has been creating, and he's going to reveal what he's created at the end of the show. Guna, the most beautiful artist that I've worked with this year, truly, from here, from Whitehorse. She designed this stage. She created a world on the stage, a beautiful
Tako
blend of
titera
our
yakhima
cultures
yangi
in the north.
tako mahana yangi tamani ti yuta
The
tautuk
music
tahi
that
tako
you
mahana
heard is
yangi.
from ᓵᓚᖃauशिअᓅ. And Geronimo has been a musician and a composer and making music for a
Kana
very
inyu
long time. I've
Jeruma
known him for almost 30
tau
years. And he is
inyati
also a very
imaka
strong
ukiu
advocate for mental health.
pinga huagay 30 years kau yamelak
So we love
takatam
his
inyati.
music, and he can't be here physically, but his music is
Mani
here
gunangi
with us in
makihani
spirit.
imyak taktangi
It's very
tamani
strange for me
tubakini.
to be at a podium. I'm a singer and I dance, but I'm at a podium right now.
Inyak tiyo yung amalu
Tuparna and
mumik tiyo
Roland,
sungalu.
they reminded us of the beautiful chemistry that art has and our
Tako
stories,
tuparnak
how we blend
amarol
our
tako
stories together.
kanu gayak mga kanu akikimaya akikaya
We go
mga
through these
ta
changes in
katika
life,
ngata
and our environment goes through the changes.
ahi
The salmon moves through
ahi
the
yu
breeding
manalo nang
grounds
ito
to run
tamat ko
home.
unika tangi
And our children grow and they flow through
takabudlu
life, learning that their
yakok
values
paleyakaw
and how
yakti
they see the world matters.
ang kanok lu taman na
That
nunak yo
self-worth
tautuk mga
and
tatak ko
financial
nitakat
wellness can coexist in harmony. Yani Marik from Kutuak, from my hometown, represent. Nunavik.
aning maringo nabik mutatan na
He shares his
nunak
healing
katiga
journey through his music and allows us to
naliing
accept the
yakti Johnny
emotions
Sanders
of
kanila
grief,
mga
because grief,
ingyak
death
sunu
is part
taman
of
na
life.
atu takalak po inuhang menuk tana
And
unika
we can
ako
still
yakti
carry
dugo
on
batya
when we
unika
lose
Johnny
someone
Sanders ingyak
with
tilugo
grace and with love.
Seba unika ako yak tangatana
Jody and Jada, sisters from Telokjoak. They bring us back to
Jody
the
and
essence
Jada
of who
tako
we are,
nukaki
our seal hunters who move through the ice, on the ice, in the moonlight,
natsikayok ti yugi
to hunt a seal, to feed our families, while the women take
tako
care
ilabot
of the families.
nirekot
This is
tugit
where we come
naksayaw
from.
na ti yugi
Talromik.
Talromik.
She is the most beautiful fashion designer I've seen in a really long time.
Ano ka kalungnik
We all were itching
ano ka
to
daw
wear her
himayak kawimayu
creations,
tako do
and we are so
nakotangi
proud to
ato
wear her
kumagap
creations,
tigu
and I
galo na
thank
dunan
you
to amigo
for
tigu
including your beautiful Inuvialuk flair and your
ama
modern
inubeluk
expression through
tamak ko
clothing.
hanayatit inubeluk mututit
So I would like to
Ako
welcome
kanak po.
everybody in
ako
our last performance. Last,
wakay
but
ko nelak ta
never
kakigudek
truly
pa
the
ngunedak ti
last.
yugo taman na
I hope that
nukapalem
our
ng derapta
songs resonate with you. I hope that our
kawan
songs get stuck in
nipigin
your
nak ta
head
bo
as you're trying to
ilipinut
fall asleep tonight.
ingyang nak ti yuta ikaw
Jody
manak
and
pugut
Jada from
Jody and Jada
Telokjoak, Nunavut.
talok jam mutat nunavut mutat
Johnny Yani Marik Saunders from Kuujjuaq, Nunavut.
Johnny Sanders nunavik
Tuparnak
mutak
Numilk from Greenland.
Tipang
Roland
na
Thomas
kalak mutak
and Megan Guna Jensen from Whitehorse.
Roland
Let's welcome them
and Thomas
on
Takwa
stage.
White Horse
Nakormi.
mutat temaw nga kay ko babut katilduta taman na nukapalle tilduta inga katigina kapta daw to kan nakto he dung mahugitsi tako ala White Horse mi tavani укиуᖅтартуми хаалаккау haircut таутукта хит тамаани White Horse mi такко кингуллерпааққулертут ингертут сиорлайку клоутсе ингеқатигиниарта хиту хаалаар макиугай
Heal, 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 heal. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay,
abundant and generous, where we are wealthy and deeply connected. We remember who we are and where we come from. We are not meant to stand alone, we are meant to stand together.
Clap again.
We love you.